And here we go. We should be ready for the race. And the stream is going quite well, I think. Let me just check real quick on the background, but it should be going well, I hope. Just a few checks here and there. Yep, looks like it's working as intended. So just prepare the strategy, and as you can see, it's gonna be a two-stopper, which maybe is not gonna be the best thing ever, but hopefully it can actually work well. Actually, let me just check one thing real quick before we start, and then we may start. So just one moment, lads. I'll just check one thing and one thing only. Hopefully. Right, so I was checking this thing right here. Yep, as I was expecting. Yep, I did a little bit of a mistake on the strategy, because we shouldn't go really on the hard tires. That's not really too good. We should go onto the mediums and push them to the absolute limit, while instead trying to use a little bit less soft tire like this. Yeah, this should be faster quite easily. So yeah, Monaco to stop up probably is not the best idea ever, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna work somehow, so we're gonna make it work. So same with Leclerc, of course. Yeah, let's go full attack and save tire here. And actually, wait, we can actually drive normally on the second stint. Yeah, it's just a little bit faster, not a lot, but just enough. And I just hope Giovinazzi doesn't undercut us with the strategy. Although we are controlling Giovinazzi through the race, so that should be our issue. But enough yapping about the strategy. I think we are ready to start. So let's go.
Le squadre stanno completando le ultime verifiche. Ormai non manca molto alla partenza della gara. Adesso è fondamentale mantenere la concentrazione mentre tutto intorno si spegne. Oggi partirà in seconda posizione. Punterà al podio.
Maybe I'll use the hot tires if there's like a red flag, and we'll switch to a one stop. But for now I feel like a two stop could be quite worthwhile here, especially considering starting P1 and P2. So restart, here we go. Let's go ski, as we say. And Leclerc had a good start, I have to say. We managed to defend from Perez and so on. Alonso battling Hamilton behind, of course. And I feel like everything has went quite well for now. So good stuff, good stuff. Absolutely fantastic. Now we just try to run away as fast as possible with these tires and try to build a gap to then have a 3 pit stop window. Technically, with the fresher tire we should have the advantage, although Monaco is quite known for not having you know, really easy overtaking opportunities, but I feel like we are feeling lucky, so a little bit of aggressive strategy will work, hopefully fine enough. So, first lap, going quite well. Love this camera shot. Also this one, quite cool. And now, of course, Monaco is actually quite a short lap, should be like a minute and 10, actually a minute and 15 seconds, although the first lap of the race is gonna be probably quite high, considering high fuel and everything. So now Leclerc pushing like hell, and Giovinazzi keeping up, although 1 second slower on the first lap. And his first objective is of course to try and get away from Sergio Perez, who is trying his best. Trying his absolute best to stay close to Giovinazzi and currently managing to do so. I'm a little bit afraid for possible crashes, because safety cars or red flags could be quite usual here, considering how close the walls are, but hopefully we can do good stuff. Also, top 10 looks quite normal, except Gasly in P10. Don't know how he managed that, but he should be fine. So, Perez is not letting us go, as I can see. So yeah, not the best thing ever, but we can manage him somehow, I hope. Also, let me just switch chat to live chat, so if you write I can actually read ya. Although right now I'm not having a lot of people watching the stream, understandably though. So will Perez be able to actually Perez is on the... Did he just went wide there? Anyway, I was saying he's on the mediums, so maybe on the long... yeah, he went wide. By going longer, he may have a better chance of actually overcutting us, but I don't think he's actually gonna be able to do that. Right now I'm just wishing for Giovinazzi to be able to pull away, although we're saving tires on purpose, of course. And we're almost out of battery as well, so we should... Actually, Leclerc can go on neutral, while Giovinazzi will make him push just one more lap just to be sure he can be safe for now. And then, of course, we'll try and manage this race as best as we can. 78 laps. I'd like to say a long race, but usually every Formula 1 race is around 300 and something kilometers, so it's quite usual to have this kind of race distance. So now into the swimming pool chicane, 9/10. Maybe with overtake we can get away from Perez. I think we just did. Perez, do the funny. Soon enough he will, soon enough. Right now my pedal, Sergio Perez, trying his absolute best to keep us with Giovinazzi, but the performance difference between Red Bull and our car started to show, and now he's holding back a little bit. Also he's on the medium, so that's also a little bit to be expected, of course. Anyway, hello PM to the chat. Hope you can enjoy the race. It's not gonna be necessarily eventful considering how fast we are, but yeah, considering we are doing a two-stop strategy, well, most of the pit lane, most of the grid maybe is trying to go for a singular stop. Looks like so. Yeah, it could end up being quite a funny race for us. So either we just fucked up our entire race by starting on the softs, or B, we are actually cooking, which, well, I kinda hope, but we have no way of telling up until the real end of this race. So far so good though. No big crashes, just Perez cutting a little bit of corner, and nothing too big. Anyway, Hamilton in P4, holding back Alonso and Norris. Also Albon is there. Then we got the two Mercedes getting into the points. Then somehow Gasly, Maloney out of the points for now, but of course he's gonna get aggressive to Gasly sooner or later. Then Ocon, Mick Schumacher, Tsunoda, then Vesti and Van Dorn, both with some kind of damage, not sure what kind of. Then the two Kick Saubers, Hauger, Ricciardo, Maini and Magnussen. That's the whole fucking grid. Well, of course, Leclerc still keeps P1 for now. Hopefully we can avoid the legendary Monaco course and have a good race. Also, Ocon just cut a corner, I think. Let's see. Yep, we just got strolled by our friend Esteban. Quite a classic here. He did a Stroll reference, of course. I mean, why not after all? But yeah, I mean, it's gonna be quite a chill race, and you know, I kinda enjoy having a chill race once in a while, mainly because just got back from work. It's quite late here in Italy, so having a race where I don't really have to, you know, stress myself with tough decisions and so on, it's kinda nice. So it's more like a, I don't know, let's talk stream or something like that. But yeah, it's gonna be quite a, hopefully a chill race. Right now Perez, of course, is keeping his word and having a chill race as well, like he dropped off Giovinazzi, and now he may have to watch behind because Hamilton is 2.3 seconds, 2.2, and maybe he is getting closer. Can't really tell from here, and also Alonso is following closer, so maybe something might happen sooner rather than later. I mean, the first stint I don't expect many overtaking. You know how Monaco is, so overtaking is a little bit difficult around here. Also, you should have checked how much you lose with the safety car. Also, no big changes in position just now, but you know, the funny thing is that in Formula 1 Manager, overtaking is a little bit easier, so you usually see some overtakings around Monaco, so I won't exclude seeing some crazy stuff, like right now Alonso is actually trying to pressure our friend Hamilton. Also, no, we are on lap 6. I think it's a little bit early to go onto the hard tires. Although it may work maybe if we set the tire, but I think we're gonna be so slow by doing so that it's, you know, kind of a suicide. So we're trying to use the soft tires to run away and go for a two-stopper. Also, we're getting cold tires, but it's fine. It's absolutely fine. It's not gonna be a big issue, I hope. Also, he's staying close to Hamilton, but Hamilton is catching Perez, so I feel like this could end up being quite a battle here for P3. Although we may not see much action on track. Probably when the pit stop comes, we're gonna see most of the strategy in play, and of course most of the change in positions, let's say, for the leaderboard. Yeah, a big great reference to the famous 2022 race, which was quite something to witness in real life. I mean, I wasn't there, but I saw the race live, and it was quite something to witness. But hey, we are past that, I guess. The Monaco curse has been broken, at least in real life, which is quite unbelievable, really, to say. Now we can just enjoy a crash, of course, with Manny going into the wall, and I think it's not gonna be a safety car. Thankfully not. Let's see what happened to Manny. Oh, first corner. Let's see. Manny, you dumb idiot. That's not how you take turn 1 in Monaco. It's a little bit suboptimal, I'd say. But hey, it is what it is, I guess. It is absolutely what it is. Sometimes you kinda have to hit the wall to go fast. But this was not the time. So, once again, first stint is gonna be a little bit slower, maybe a little bit, you know, not really eventful. But it's fine, that's Monaco for you. We love Monaco for what it is. Leclerc should get the drive home after the race. I mean, he lives here, so like Monaco is not really that big. Went here in 2019 for the Formula E race, and you know, it's a really small circuit, a really small country, really Monaco. So you know, you can just finish the race and then walk home. It's pretty close by, I think. Or just do like Raikkonen did in 2000, and I think it was 2005, where you like blow up the engine and then was like, yeah, let's just go to my yacht, and then and then we kind of lost him. In the SB3, yeah, the shitbox tree, of course. Of course, how could I forget the shitbox tree? My absolutely favorite car. So anyway, the only worry I have is that Giovinazzi should have the pit window a little bit earlier than Leclerc. Actually quite a lot earlier than Leclerc. And this could actually prompt Giovinazzi to have quite a big undercut on Charles. So yeah, I'm a little bit worried about that we could actually have like Giovinazzi win the race instead of Leclerc, but let's be honest, could be fine to have another driver win, although it's kinda sad to have Leclerc not win his own race, but I'm pretty sure he can forgive us, hopefully. I mean, I'm not here to do like psychodrama, as we say. Also, Hamilton is going for it on Perez, and we're gonna see an overtake on track, and we do. That's an overtake from Hamilton on Perez. Great stuff. Maybe the 2026 spec car will fit in Leclerc's garage at home. I mean, is it that small? I can't remember. Like, I know that 2026 car is gonna be a little bit smaller, but I can't remember how much, really. But yeah, maybe it does. Maybe it does. I mean, to be completely fair, I'm not a big fan of how the 2026 car look, like the spec car. But you know, so was the opinion on the 2022 one, but spec car and an actual car don't really look, you know, like the final result. So hopefully on the aesthetic side of the car, the teams will work out something to make them look a little bit cooler, let's say. Like, to be completely honest, the 2022 spec looks like, I don't know, the Truckmania car. How they managed to make this Truckmania stadium car in real life, I don't know, but here we go, Truckmania in real life is real. And we are witnessing it even right now. Also, Hamilton is kind of flying, I think. How fast is he going, actually? Let me see. We are in the 116, he's in the 115. Yep, it's fucking flying. What the hell? What the hell? How is he going that fast? Well, he should be using the battery, probably, yeah. Could be that he's using the battery. I hope so, because if he isn't using the battery and is going that fast, then we're in a little bit of trouble, but let's just see. I hope it was just a little bit of a flash of brilliance, which is gonna be lost in a sea of completely normal race pace. So let's watch on the Ferrari, of course. Perez just lost the podium position, but I'm pretty sure he won't go down without a fight. So my P will find a way to get through. Maybe. Or at least get P4. That's what I hope for. I mean, let's be honest. If somehow Perez managed to get behind Alonso, which is looking kind of likely for now, that's gonna be a little bit of embarrassment for him. But at the same time, you know, it's Alonso, so we can expect him to do some crazy stuff. Also Norris, once again, starting from the back, and once again, I think he was behind Albon, maybe, I can't remember. But yeah, as usual, Norris is someone we should keep an eye on, because he in this game is kinda, I'm not saying broken, but he's kinda strong. Like, I don't know the power scaling, but it looks like he has some kind of plot ammo, so he is someone we should check out. Also, Fernando, looking at the back of Perez. We could see that he's got these forges on the Jeep. Taking a little bit of a look, and holy shit, he's going for it. He's going for it for one hell of a overtake, holy shit. That was an overtake and a half. What the fuck? That was absolutely fantastic from Alonso. Nothing else to say. Not the place where you expect an overtake here in Monaco, but well, he did one. It was fantastic, so yeah. Also Hamilton is once again losing time from Giovinazzi, so yep, it was like a flash of brilliance. In a sea of mediocre race pace, I mean, it's not really a mediocre race pace, he's still running quite fast, but still, he's not as fast as our car, so everything is fine, I say. Let's see, I think like Perez got a little bit ruffled by the overtake, so he's trying to counterattack, so let's see if he can actually do something, or if he will have to wait for, I don't know, something else to happen. So into the last corner, DRS is going to be available for Perez. Let's go on board with him actually. There we go. Yeah, I think he's going for it. From up, and we can see how fast it was in a straight line, but Alonso is not giving up, and now he is. So, yep, an actual battle here in Monaco. Nice to see. Does Monaco even have DRS? Yep, as you can see on the map on the right side, the green thingy is where the DRS is. And Monaco for some reason has just one DRS zone, which is the main straight. I feel like Monaco could see a little bit more overtaking if the zone like after the tunnel had a little bit more DRS, but at the same time I completely understand why they don't put the DRS in the tunnel, because I mean, if you look from the board, like, would you trust doing this corner here at full speed with the DRS open? I mean, actually thinking about it, they do the fucking Zandvoort banking with the DRS open, so maybe they could, but at the same time, I'm not here to criticize. That was the decision for the DRS in Monaco, and that's how it's always been. So, yeah, nothing too big, nothing too bad also. Racing is still racing. A little bit more strategic a race here in Monaco, but that's how it is. And here in this game we also have some overtakings from time to time. Also Maloney just has got a mechanical issue, don't know which one, and Perez just woke up completely because he's now chasing Hamilton and looking for an overtake. Van Dorn also has a little bit of an issue with his engine, but hopefully he will keep on running because he's running in the wonderful P16, which is, well, not in the points, but still a pretty good position, I think. Here in Monaco, at least. But we're in Monaco, baby. We can do everything. Also, speaking of Monaco, which is like one of the oldest tracks in the Formula 1 calendar, it reminds me of a little bit of trivia about Formula 1, which was, well, not very well known, but it's funny to know, which is the reason why curbs are red and white. Now, first a question for the chat. Do you know why the curbs in Formula 1 and most motorsports are red and white? I'm gonna ask that because it's not something I knew up until soon, and I'm not saying it shocked me, but it was actually quite interesting to know. So I'm gonna let you answer the question, and if you don't know, I will of course, answer you all. Well, we also see Perez, Hamilton and Alonso fighting it out on track for P3 for now. While Norris actually got overtaken by Albon in the meanwhile, so yeah, we lost another overtake, my bad for that. But it is what it is, and the battle rages on still. If you, let's see. Nope, it's not because of visibility. I'm gonna answer this real quick. Basically, back in the 60s, 50s, 60s of course, you know, Formula 1 tracks didn't really have cabs. That's because usually tracks were either, you know, in the middle of, you know, nowhere, so like you had a little cliff to define track limits, so once you got off the cliff, like you probably just die and whatever. Or just like the, how's it said, like the walking area in the streets. I don't know the name in English, but you get the point. So usually when people raced in Formula 1, they define track limits with those without thinking too much about something to define track limits. But then as Formula 1 grew bigger, of course, bigger sponsors got into the sport, into the mix, and we got even more, you know, money running around. And one of the main sponsors we had, like they had in the 70s and mainly 80s, was of course Marlboro, which is, you know, the big smoking factory, let's say. And one of the things Marlboro did to sponsor, to get some sponsor and get some advertisement on the Formula 1 tracks, was to actually change how the curbs were made, like without how they made, and they painted them with the color, which was of course red and white. And that thing became like, although there is no Marlboro signs everywhere right now or anything, it became like a standard for Formula 1 and other tracks. So right now the curbs are still red and white because of that thing. Now, if you want some source for that, well, I can just say that I made it up, but it's not completely true, because I remember I read it somewhere, but I can't remember where exactly. So yeah, it's a little bit of trivia I read somewhere. Although I cannot confirm if it's completely true because I'm going by memory. I remember this thing, and I remember it was quite interesting. So yeah, I hope it was quite understandably, because I think I told that quite badly with my broken English, but yeah, if I remember correctly, that's the main reason. Yeah, 500 truck limits. That's basically how it works. But yeah, I mean, if you can check with Google if, well, if anything I said it was actually true or not, that would be nice. But I remember I read it somewhere, so maybe there is some truth, but I can't really remember if it was or not. Also, Bottas and Gasly fighting, actually it's Bottas and Russell fighting, and I think Russell just overtook Bottas, if I see that correctly. So, back to actual useful battles. Right now, Perez losing touch with Hamilton, while Alonso instead is still keeping touch with Perez, and it's not letting him run away. Also, we are seeing Albon getting closer and trying to maybe do something in the next few laps, because he's there, and we could see something else happen here. Something magical, maybe. Or maybe not. Why did I remember this cap thing? Maybe because I've just read on the Discord server, like someone saying about Monaco that it's the gambling place, and you know, gambling, smoking, and I just got this thing in my mind. So yep, big trivia about Formula 1. Always funny to learn new things. Right now the main sponsor here is Pirelli Pit Zero, which, as you can guess, is the company that makes the Formula 1 tires usually. And yeah, also Rolex, Aramco and so on. So times changes, sponsor changes, but one thing is always for certain, which is of course Monaco race being without many overtakings. Also, how is Van Dorn doing? Because that looks like a little bit of an issue, the one he has with his engines, and I kinda hope it doesn't like blow up on track, because if it does, we're gonna, you know, get a safety car, and we don't kinda want a safety car to let our strategy work. Oh yeah, look at that, a battle between Piastri and Van Dorn, which ends up quite soon, really, because Van Dorn is going really slow. And I feel like Leclerc could end up lapping quite soon, although there's still like a sector of difference between him and the last car in the group. But still, everything can happen, and probably will, right now a 7-second gap between, actually it's a 14-second gap between Leclerc and Hamilton is quite useful, because considering we are doing a two-stopper, of course that's 14 seconds that we don't have to gain back. Yeah, how about like I don't know, a full ad for a site that does both alcohol, drugs, cigarettes, and porn all together. Like I don't know, what could that be? Like I don't know what kind of product could that be, but probably somewhere exists. Also, Norris has a issue, a mechanical issue. I mean, it's not really a factor for now, but we should keep that in mind in case things get worse for his engine. So this should make him a little bit less competitive for us. Which, I mean, it's not a big issue, but still it's good to have one less person to worry about in this race. Which may sound bad, but it's true. It's absolutely true. What was like the Futurama quote? Like I'm gonna do my own Formula 1 with hookers and blackjack, something like that. Also, wait a fucking minute, Russell. When the fuck did Russell get here? Russell is having a time of his life with this Mercedes. Like, they haven't been competitive all season long, and which, I mean, it's not really too much, but still, now he's catching Norris, so great job for him. Actually, let's watch the onboard. We don't usually see the onboard from the McLaren, sorry, the Mercedes. So let's watch him as he chases down our friend Lando Norris. Actually, the other onboard, this one. When the fuck did Russell get here? Yeah, I mean, like, I didn't see him coming. No one did. We saw the overtake on Bottas and then he just went for it. Actually, what kind of lap time did he put out? 116.9 versus a 117.7. So yeah, he went a little fast, but it's not as impressive as the 115 we saw from Hamilton a few laps ago. Now, if it was a biblically accurate George Russell, we would see like an overtaking attempt on Norris, which ends up in a literally dive bomb and then a crash. So it's not accurate as yet, but it's gonna be soon enough. I mean, it's not foreshadowing. I'm just thinking what could happen realistically. Also, Aloni issue just got a little bit worse. Zane, my friend, are you okay? Is the car doing alright? Oh boy, Piero is joining the stream, so I know he's gonna go for the full let's stop now, or something like that. I mean, 20 laps in. Hopefully not, but I know him well enough to know that he should or could say that. Let's get some helicopter cam in the middle, and let's see Alonso, who is once again getting closer to our friend Sergio Perez, my pedal Sergio Perez. What city do you think would make a very funny street circuit? Huh, that's a funny one. I mean, usually I always say something with people that know where I live. I'm not gonna say on stream because I don't want to dox myself. But you know, in north of Italy there are a lot of funny cities all around which are like in the middle of fucking nowhere. Like, I don't know, do you know the rice fields? Yeah, in north of Italy there are a lot of rice fields. So imagine a race in the middle of fucking rice fields. Like, that would be mad funny. So that's something I'd love to see. But as for a city that would make a pretty funny street circuit, there was like that New York idea, but I feel like we got enough races in America, so yeah, that can go away from my mind. But other places, I mean, I'm not really a big fan of street circuits, to be completely honest, but, you know what would be mad funny? While we see Alonso just fucking mug Perez once again, and is not gonna surrender just of yet, but a place where a race would be bloody funny is the Tempelhof Airport circuit, which is the one they use for the German Grand Prix in Formula E. I mean, it's wide enough to actually have some overtakings between Formula E at least, and it's so bumpy that a Formula 1 car would probably die after, I don't know, 3 or 4 laps, so I don't know, could be funny, I think. That, or although it's not a street circuit, there's the, how is it called, there's that circuit they do in endurance, like it's very bumpy in America, very long also. I think it's in Florida. I can't remember the name. What was the name of that circuit in America? Like they did the season opener for World Endurance Championship like some years ago, but I swear I can't remember the name. Fuck. Why did I forget the name? Oh boy. Anyway, Madrid with that goofy turnabout corner. We're gonna see. Yeah, Sebring, that's the one. I forgot the name of Sebring, but yeah, Formula 1 car around Sebring would be very funny. Like, purposing is back on the menu, lads. And that's not because of the aerodynamic effect, but it's because the track is so fucking bumpy. Anyway, Madrid. Yeah, no idea on why you would do something like this, but we're gonna see. Most of the circuits we have, sometimes you can't really judge until we see them in action, and as I said, I'm not a big fan of street circuits, but let's just see what they can cook. For Rikers Island. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I feel like 3 races in America are more than enough, really. Although, you know, I get the point that America is a big place, so like having a singular race for America could be a little bit of an inconvenience for some Americans, since like just to get, I don't know, to get the groceries, some Americans drive for like 8 hours or so. So yeah, I get the point. I get the point of doing 3 different Grand Prix, but the one thing I would respect is like not calling them all of 3 like American Grand Prix. Call them like Grand Prix of Florida, Grand Prix of Texas, and Grand Prix of Nevada, I think. Actually, Nevada is not a state, it's the desert. Where the fuck is Las Vegas in Las Vegas? Did you know that I fucking suck in geography? That's a nice moment to actually say that. Meanwhile, Alonso is on a fucking charge and is trying to attack our friend Lewis Hamilton. So let's see what he can do. He dropped Perez, he dropped Albon, and he's chasing Hamilton. He's absolutely pushing this Aston Martin to the absolute fucking limit, and I don't know if he can go through. I mean, Hamilton is another tough driver here in this game, so it's gonna be a clash of the titans. Vegas is in Nevada, yeah, but like Nevada is actually a state. I mean, I know it's a desert, but I don't remember if Nevada is actually it shouldn't be a state. Yeah, probably. Shouldn't be, actually. I swear, I just don't know American states enough. Oh well, whatever. I mean, I shouldn't be too hard on myself. One time, I often compare all the US to all of Europe through... it's a state, alright, so yeah, it's in Nevada. Also, Hamilton in the pit lane, what the fuck, I just missed that. But yeah, yeah, I mean, it makes sense, because if you see, like, America, like, all the states in America are, like, as big as the entirety of Europe, so it makes sense, like, to have more Grand Prix, a little bit more Grand Prix there. It's a little bit of an issue for European fans, but, you know, it's not that bad, as long as we get, you know, maybe not every single race in a street circuit, but it's okay. It's absolutely fine. So I was saying, I can be hard on myself about geography, but it won't be as hard as that guy that once, and I swear it was like the funniest thing ever, wrote me and asked me where I was from, and of course I just answered with my usual question, with my usual answer, which is I'm from Italy, simply. And it was like, oh yeah, so like from the East Coast, and it was like, what? No, I'm from Italy, I'm European. Italy is in Europe, you know that. And I found out that this guy was actually convinced that Italy, for some reason, was like in Florida, or it was in California, I can't remember, but he was like fully convinced that Italy was there, and I was like, no, mate, I don't know how to tell you this, but Italy is not in America. Of course, Piero, my friend Piero, we're already on a fucking strategy which is kinda crazy for a Monaco race, which is a 2-stopper, so don't worry, we're already bowling enough. Don't stress it off. Don't stress it, we're already bowling. Stay on plan and everything is gonna be fine. Even if they undercut us, we're gonna be able to re-overtake them, I hope. I don't know. I don't know, but it was a little bit of a silly moment, and that was funny enough for me. So yeah, just for your information, Italy is not in California nor Florida. Just for just to be completely sure for yourself. So Yeah, I hope that's a known fact for now. Anyway, Giovinazzi is getting close to his pit window, and maybe we'll make him push a little bit in next few laps because he has enough tire to push. So let's concentrate on him for a little while, and we'll see some overtaking from Hamilton when we get the chance. So now, maybe we can do, I think, a few push laps from exactly now. So yeah, let's go for it. Pit window opened. Italy is also not in New England. Yeah, that's also true. Can confirm that I'm not in New England right now. Which I know, it's crazy for some people, but you never know. You absolutely never know. City of London, New York. Like, there are some places, like, they have silly names. Like, I don't know, I know, for example, in America... yeah, I'm gonna just stop up here. In America, like, there was one time, like, I don't follow a lot of IndyCar. I mean, I follow occasionally some races, but not a lot. But there was, I'm not going on the hard, Piero. I'm just stay on strategy, just chill. Let me cook. Literally, let me cook. But like, there was one time, like, I started following IndyCar, and there was this racing in St. Petersburg, and I was like, wait, what the fuck, does IndyCar actually race in Russia? Then I found out, like, there's a fucking city in America called St. Petersburg, and I found out I wasn't the only person to be a little bit confused by this, because there was, like, another person who went, like, full-on rage mode, because IndyCar was racing in Russia for, although it was an American sport, and when I thought about it, was like, mate, I managed to find out myself that America's a city called like that, and it's not in Russia, so maybe if you use like 2 neurons, you maybe could reach that same conclusion as well. But it was fun enough to see the rage go on with that with that kind of thinking. So yeah, usual banter. Sometimes it happens. Maybe I should. The capital of North Dakota is called Bismarck. That's something, surely something. Alright, so I feel like Hamilton could actually undercut us. I mean, it's going quite fast, I think. Let me check. He is going, no, actually not too much. I mean, he got a little bit of traffic, so he's got the benefit of the doubt. But of course, he probably has to do a 2-stopper as well, so we are on par on strategy, so we should be fine. That name managed to survive World War I somehow. Yeah, I mean, that was the 3 plates like World War I or World War II? I think it was World War II, the 3 plates like as a battleship. Should be, yeah. But yeah, some names survive somehow through the passage of time, and that is either amazing or worrying. And apparently Bismarck is one of those. I like to think the IB strategy department is one very strange person who locks himself in a room, uses expo markers on the windows and mutters to his hallucinations. That's exactly how it works. Like, literally, we have a meme, which maybe I can show on stream, which is like the race department, which is like me and Piero, like literally fighting in the paddock just to decide what kind of strategy we should use for our cars. And there was like this funny chat we had a little while ago where he was like, we should pit Giovinazzi because he's overheating the tires, and we were like, Piero, it's lap 50 out of 51, we shouldn't fucking pit now. Alright, that's cool, that's cool. History facts are always kind of fun, so always fun in knowing this kind of stuff. Anyway, Giovinazzi, we are ready for your pit window now. Around this lap should be, yep, optimal lap. So, box, we're gonna on the mediums and full attack on the second stint.
We will box.
The Carlos Sainz 2023 Abu Dhabi special, yeah, kind of. I mean, in Abu Dhabi it made a little bit of sense. Actually, no, wait, what the fuck am I saying? The 2023, not the 2021. Yeah, I mean, no, yeah, it's more like that then. I mean, Sainz got a podium in Abu Dhabi 2021. And if you ask yourself how he did that, he was just like in the right place at the right time. Just like Verstappen, so sometimes you just need a little bit of luck. Sometimes. Now the real question is, Will we be able to come out ahead of Hamilton with a pit stop with Giovinazzi? Hopefully. But we're gonna have an answer quite soon. Also, there's Magnussen, who is not really quite willing to let us pass with the blue flags, but that's okay, because we are going to the pit lane as well, so it's not too much of an issue. So now, pit stop for our friend Giovinazzi. Let's go, Ski. Leclerc also entered this pit window, so he's gonna pit in 2 or 3 laps. We're not gonna push him though, because he is a little bit more tight on the tires, and this was not the fastest stop ever. Yeah, should be around 22 seconds, but I think we should be fine. Yeah, we are fine. We are fine. I think we are actually ahead of Alonso. No, actually, Alonso should be right ahead of us, but it's gonna be close. Let's see. Yep, he is. He is ahead, yes, but now we have fresher tire, the option to full attack, and most importantly, we are ahead of Hamilton, so now we can push with Giovinazzi. Actually, let's watch the onboard from him. One of the few times we see the onboard from my car. And let's see some quite intense battle here in Monaco. Also, pushing on the second stint could be a little bit useful, because we can get a hit into the tires faster, which is quite crucial, because usually when you get out of the pit lane the tires are very cold, so you get like one singular lap we are very slow, and then once they get into temperature the grip kicks in and then you go fast as fuck. So yep, we're gonna have this first lap with a little bit of struggle, and then as soon as the tires get into temperature window we are good. Actually, I think we are good already. So, into this section. Come on, Joe, show us what you can do. Into the other little chicane, then into the Rascas. Back in 2019, I was here, nearby the Rascas, to watch the Formula E race. It was quite funny. And look at him, he's going for it. Will he be able to do it? Yes, he will. Onto the brakes. So, back in 2021, we still had tire warmers, but then the FIA decided that fuck those, because ambiental issues and so on, which I mean makes sense, but you know, if you want to reduce pollution, probably tire warmers are the last of your concerns, maybe. But yeah, they decide that they want to limit how much people can use tire warmers for when they get out of the pit lane. So from 2022 onwards, like Formula 1 cars have like very cold tires on the pit exit. So yep, that's a little bit of lore, I guess, behind what happened to the Formula 1 tire heaters, or something like that. I mean, usual FIA shenanigans. Anyway, Leclerc, my friend, how are we doing? Is that Mick Schumacher going faster? Probably it is, because he should be on fresher tires, so it is likely that he's going faster than us, but still, a blue flag is a blue flag. Also, look at that. Our friend Alonso wasted no time to go into the pit lane, so let's see what is he cooking. Right, Giovinazzi is cooking instead. Yeah, probably they surely still have them, but surely the limit on how much they can heat up the tire, it's of course much lower than it used to be, and you can see that, like, the first race where you can actually see live where this actually impacted the race strategy or everything is the 2022 Imola Grand Prix, where at some point Leclerc went out of the pit lane ahead of Perez because he managed to do an overcut on him, but since he had colder tires, Perez managed to do quite a nice overtake into turn 1. So if you go and check back the, I think, race replays or race highlights for that race, the Imola 2022 one, you should see a situation where this is actually kind of true. Anyway, pit stop for our friend Leclerc, and now we ball. Now we just ball, and I'm a little bit afraid that maybe Giovinazzi could have actually undercut Leclerc, which is kind of crazy considering he was like 10 seconds behind, but it's not too much of an issue, at least not for now. Yeah, tire warmers are surely the issue. Surely. Oh yeah, it's also on traffic, so I feel like it's not unlikely that Leclerc may get overtaken by Giovinazzi. But still, we're gonna watch. We're gonna watch what happens. I don't know, maybe. I mean, they had like that race in Sochi, which was, I mean, not really that interesting. I mean, Sochi is a circuit that I liked myself, but it was quite unpopular, and I can see why. But at the same time, I feel like maybe there are some more interesting circuits over there. Although I don't know which ones could work well with Formula 1. Like in China, we have the Shanghai circuits, but I feel like there are better tracks. The locomotive livery. You go for it, mate. You go for it. Meanwhile, Leclerc. Medium tires. Usual stop. Oh boy, this is gonna be close. I feel like Giovinazzi may have managed to do the overtake. Let's see. Now through the last corner, Leclerc should get out of the pit limiter around now. Where is he? There it is. Oh shit, it's gonna be really close. Is he ahead? Nope, it's not. Giovinazzi managed to do the undercut, so... Yep, that's an interesting situation we got here. And now, I accidentally created a civil war in my own team, so my bad on that, lads. And also, for some fucking reason, Piastri... Is it Piastri? No, it's Joe. Joe decides that he doesn't like using the blue flags and doesn't get out of the fucking way, so... Fuck off, Joe. Right, so... Back into P1 and P2. Leclerc got a hit up the tire and then chased after Giovinazzi. Now, this race got a little bit interesting. A little bit more interesting. Could Giovinazzi chase his first win in Formula 1 here at Monaco? Or will Leclerc defend his pride and try and win here in Monaco as well? Well, this is an interesting fight, a very moral one as well. But still, we have one stop left to go. Leclerc around lap 49 should pit, while Giovinazzi 45, so actually a lap, that's when the pit window opens. How would Igor drive be? I looked at the boards from Assetto Corsa, like the mods they used to make to show how the tracks would look like, and I have to say Igor drive kind of sucks, to be completely honest. Like, I mean, I get how it's done, but it's not a good track really, in my opinion. Also, thank you, Alpine, for absolutely slowing down Leclerc. I'm pretty sure he's gonna love you for this. But yeah, I mean, I don't know if you ever seen the onboard from like simulators and so on for Igor Drive, but it's not a good track in my opinion. Like, it's a little bit too twisty and narrow for a Formula 1 race. Could work well maybe with MotoGP, but I'm not too sure. So yeah, that's my opinion, at least on the track. But you know, most of the track you can't really know how they work in motorsport unless you actually see them in action. So yeah, I think with the Igor Drive is like that. We don't really know how it would work unless we see an actual race on it. In my opinion, it wouldn't really make too much of a good race, but you know, you can still get yeah, you get the point. Anyway, Leclerc now, I think he may be a little bit mad with me for what I've done with the strategy, and he would be absolutely completely justified in being bad with me. But it is what it is. I guess we still want you, so that's good. And hey, if Giovinazzi gets his first win in Formula 1, that's pretty fucking good. I mean, also Fisichella managed to get his first and I think only Formula 1 win in Monaco, so I guess it's like destiny maybe. I don't know, something like that probably. As long as you're winning, it's fine. It is absolutely fine. Let's watch from on board from Leclerc. Well, there's an ass who decides that blue flags are not for him, of course. Who is that? Is that Ricciardo? Is that Magnussen? I don't know, but that's not the place where you want to actually let a car past. What the fuck is doing? Who is that? That's Ricciardo. Ricciardo, what the fuck are you doing? Do you really think that's how you let a car by? Like, literally? Bruh, what the fuck? Anyway, 3.5. We know how fast Leclerc can be. We can just trust him and see if he can actually recover the gap. And he is now, but of course he also has to recover the time he lost because of Ricciardo and other blue flag people. So let's see. Yeah, he's going quite faster. The only saving grace for Giovinazzi is the fact that there's another stop, and of course the blue flags could help him out quite nicely. Or could actually, you know, get in the way for him as well. There's no way to tell. Meanwhile, Van Dorn actually has a critical problem. And I think that's a terminal problem. I'm not sure what actually happened to his car, but let's watch him. And let's of course keep an eye on him, because if he stops on track, it's quite likely that we get a safety car, and that if that happens, then we gotta react as soon as possible and probably go onto the hard tires to go to the end. But it looks like to me he can reach the pit lane, so we shouldn't have to worry about that. Thankfully. Still, let's keep an eye on him. You never know. Meanwhile, 2.7 between our two drivers. Let's see the retirement for Stoffel Van Dorn in the meanwhile. Also, I'm not concentrating too much on the other teams, but you can see there's Albon versus Perez, although Albon goes into the pit lane now. And Alonso sadly lost a lot of time. Can teams change engine supplier in Formula 1 Manager, or every session is going to be the ERL standard? Yes, they can, but there are some teams who are locked on their engine they can choose, and those teams are like, of course, Alpine, Ferrari and Mercedes. And that's mainly because, you know, they are manufacturers for the engines as well, so it would be kind of cursed to have, like, you know, Ferrari driving with a Mercedes engine or so on. So yeah, there's that also. I think I just saw a multiple homicide over there, but whatever, I guess. Yeah, also that. Also, Schumacher, I think, got a Stroll moment. Let's see if it was that. Yep, it's a Stroll moment. Way to go, Schumacher. Way to go. Alpine is locked. I think it is. Actually, I haven't checked, but I'm pretty sure Alpine should be locked to the Renault engine in this game, which is kind of funny if you consider the real life situation Alpine is in, but, you know, fictional things stay fictional. At least sometimes they do. Actually, let me check this code, because I can see some good tracks. That's the Madrid track with the funny, how is it called, roundabout corner. And then there's this track about Boston. You know, the roundabout corner in Madrid reminds me of the other managerial game, which is Motorsport Manager, which has like the South Africa track, which has a corner in the middle of roundabout, which is kind of funny. So yeah, it reminds me of that. Yeah, reality is sometimes funnier than fiction, which is why we follow Formula 1 in the first place. Anyway, Leclerc. He's got back into the DRS almost of our friend Giovinazzi, and I feel like this could be quite a battle, so under some point of view I don't really want to give team orders, but at the same time I really hope they don't crash into each other, because it's, you know, it's still something that could happen, but I kinda don't fucking want it to happen. So yeah, we're gonna let them go for it, but please, and I say please, don't crash into each other. That's the only thing I'm asking. Thank you. Hopefully we won't have a big crash. Wink wink. So 8 tenths. Leclerc fully locked in. Giovinazzi still has another undercut to play if he really wants. And then there's the last stint, which is gonna decide the winner for this race. And right now, it's a mixed bag, because Monaco is out to overtake. Giovinazzi has track position, Leclerc is faster. A very nice battle for the lead. I have manufactured, I guess. And of course, tires overheating, but that's the point of the second stint. So place your bets, lads. Who's gonna win? There we go, into the breaking point for the chicane. Out on the other side, 4 tenths. The battle is on. Man, this is gonna be quite intense, I think. Maybe. Hopefully, it's gonna be intense. Let's see, DRS zone now. He's gonna Leclerc try and go for it. He's close, the DRS is gonna help him quite a lot. I think he's gonna go for it. please be patient. Thank you. So first overtake attempt didn't go as planned. The second one, oh boy, is going for it once again. He's trying to have a look there, but of course no cigar. Now once again, close together towards the hairpin, and towards also a big pack of blue flags. So let's see. Giovinazzi trying every single trick in the book to try and keep Leclerc at bay, but that's gonna be quite difficult. Other battles on track, there is Norris versus Albon, with Norris which has quite a big problem on his car, so who knows, maybe he could actually get a retirement, who knows. But that's of course a big too much to ask. Now very close through this section as well, through the other chicane, the other one as well, into the Rascas now. And now with the DRS zone at 0.3 gap, maybe Giovinazzi managed to get over DRS from the cars ahead. No, he didn't. Leclerc getting close, but not close enough to try another overtake, although he has a look. But nope. Oh, he's going for it. Is he going for it? Had a look around the outside, but nope, nothing to do. I mean, Alpine is still ahead of Joe, so there's that at least. Now, with the blue flags. With the McLaren, actually remember that the blue flags means that he has to let other cars through. He did with Giovinazzi, he didn't with Leclerc, so once again, thank you. As soon as they get past these guys, maybe we're gonna see some more racing. Right now, we're gonna see them get a little bit of a breather in this battle, using the blue flags to, you know, relax a little bit. Also, holy shit, Leclerc, that was aggressive. And there we go, back through our usual business. Now 1.6 the gap, Leclerc has a little bit of a breather, and he has to try once again. The fuck was that? I have no idea, but it was funny enough, so it's okay. So 1.6. Let's go on board with a friend Leclerc. Not on board, actually, the funny on board, there we go. The killer vision. Into turn 1, 1.4. Leclerc also has a big tire advantage, so maybe he can use it. You know, it's quite hard to overtake around Monaco. I could manufacture an overtake by telling Giovinazzi to harvest, but let's be honest, let them fight for once. As long as they don't fuck each other up, I think it's fine to let them battle. And this is gonna be probably the way I'm gonna lose this race, by telling them, you know, just to battle without worrying too much. If there's a funny way to lose a race, that's the way, of course. But sometimes you're just gonna, you know, vibe with what happens on track. Also another blue flag ahead, I think it's a Haas, maybe. No, it's not, it's an Aston Martin, should be Mick Schumacher, I think. So. Do small corners or less long corners slaughter tires more? I think it depends. Usually, like, it depends on how much you, you know, lean on the tires. So like, few corners that are very fast can kill the tire as much as many corners which are slow, so it's not really an easy question, depends on the track itself. And Monaco is usually a very slow speed track, but can of course kill your tires quite quickly. Anyway, Giovinazzi getting closer to his pit window, so Leclerc can maybe get a little bit of an overcut attempt, although I don't think it's gonna probably work as well as you may think. So a few laps to try and overtake Giovinazzi, and then back to our usual battle in the third and last stint of this race. 0.8 the gap for now. So back at it. Will Leclerc get another chance? Probably he will. Into the chicane once again. Through the fast section. The swimming pool chicane. Actually, I think the swimming pool was the first one. Not too sure about that. And now 0.6, I don't think he's close enough to try and overtake, but still DRS. He can still try something if he really wants to. and I feel like he really wants to. Yes, he wants, but once again, nothing much he can do. Or is it? Because going up here, he's still taking a look all around the way. Had a little bit of a look around there too, but still nothing to do. Giovinazzi still defends quite well. Now that's a battle. That's a battle worth watching. Like, was it like in 1992 or 1993 that we had like how it was Mansell versus Senna in Monaco, where like it ended up with a big battle where it was impossible to overtake, but Mansell was like a lot faster than Senna, so he could actually try and do it, but he was not able to do it because Senna was defending quite well. I think it was 1992 probably, but still funny races here in Monaco. And we are reliving that kind of situation here. We Leclerc clearly faster, and Giovinazzi just defending very well, using his car in the best way possible by making it very wide. Yeah, Williams was very OP that season, which makes that victory probably a little bit more special for Senna. So 5/10. Let's see. Will Leclerc go for it once again? I think he will. Yes, but of course, once again, not close enough. I just hope he doesn't get too demoralized, which is something that could happen, and if that happens, that's gonna be likely an issue. Because once your driver gets too demoralized, he's gonna like start driving really badly, so I just hope he doesn't go into the red zone, let's say. Yeah, right now Giovinazzi is leaving the Charles Leclerc boss fight. Like you can literally see the health bar ahead of, on top of Charles Leclerc. Also, they're gonna stop actually fuel saving in a while. I mean, 4.5 kilos is still a lot, but they're gonna recover it quite quickly, I think. Let's see now, through the Rascas once again. Giovinazzi is still not pitting, and we are close maybe? I feel like not close enough once again. Or maybe it is. Is it close enough? He's gonna have a look. But if he doesn't want to try and overtake like Raghunathan did back in 2020 something, he's gonna have to wait. Always taking a look over there and still not working, so losing a bit of confidence, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna be all fine. So the battle rages on. The battle still rages on. Meanwhile, I also see other Formula 1 tracks made on cities. That's a great way to dox people. No, I'm just kidding. I don't want to dox anyone. So lap 47, Giovinazzi should pit on the next lap, so Leclerc will get finally some fucking free air soon enough. But still, he has to bear Giovinazzi for another lap around here. Also, he will probably have blue flags in the next lap, so yep, quite an unlucky timing for Leclerc, but that's how racing works sometimes. So, another chance, another time, he's very close. Oh boy, I think he can actually be close enough this time. Yeah, I know it's the optimal pit lap, hit damn best, but nope, once again, not enough. So Giovinazzi, please move out of the way, thank you. I wonder if Leclerc actually wants to cover him. I mean, surely he would like to, but at the same time, we're gonna probably follow the plan as well, so let's not bother him too much. So let's see. Also, we got battery once again. I don't know how we did that. Like, I thought they weren't saving that much battery, but it looks like they do actually. So, yep, that happened, and I think I'm gonna try and give Leclerc a little bit of a fighting chance, but making him push with the battery on the few laps he's out in free air. Although Giovinazzi with fresher tire should be able to match the pace quite easily, and then he still has like his battery, so yeah, he's gonna be, I think, in a little bit of an advantageous position, but as Giovinazzi pits, I'm gonna tell Leclerc to push with, of course, the battery. And let's watch the pit stop for Antonio Giovinazzi. Soft tires, 2.8. So now the battle is on. We should be ahead of Hamilton, although it's... yeah, no, we are ahead of Hamilton, no problems. Let's see, because I feel like probably Giovinazzi is gonna be in free air quite easily, and Leclerc is gaining back confidence by going pole, so fantastic stuff. Fantastic. So now, Giovinazzi versus Leclerc, Act 3. The Kingslayer. You know, this is actually turning out to be quite an interesting race. Although I'm controlling both the parties involved in this race, it's still cool to see like two drivers battling it out for the win. So although they are both my drivers, it's cool in my opinion to see this kind of stuff. So yeah, go for it, boys. Go for it. Let's see how it goes. So Leclerc, I'm gonna keep you on the battery for a little longer, while Ocon has an issue as well, which is kind of funny. But let's see. He should be able to push maybe for another lap. This should be in lap, should be. No, actually not just yet. He still has to push for a little while more. And yeah, he's out of battery, so we stop with that. Let's see, Giovinazzi, how is he going? I mean, his first lap is of course the out lap, so nothing too impressive. Yeah, basically I'm just like Toto Wolff. Probably we're gonna blow up the engine at some point, knowing myself, but now I'm just interested in seeing, because Leclerc pulled out the fastest lap. Right now it's going 19.2. Let's see Giovinazzi in the first sector, how fast it's going with the new tires. Because I feel like this could be close. 19.7 versus 19.2. Yep, this is gonna be closer. Right now the overcut is working, but I feel like the blue flags could play a big role in this race, and especially in how Leclerc could actually manage to overtake Giovinazzi, because if he doesn't manage to make the overcut works, that's gonna be quite the issue, quite a big issue. So second sector surely is lower, 34.2, yes, also thanks to fucking Tsunoda once again, so it's not gonna be the fastest lap ever. Let's see what kind of lap time did he just pull out. I think it's gonna be a 1:14 something, while Giovinazzi 34.1, 34.0, so gained in the sector, and I feel like 21.1 is gonna be beaten in the last sector by Giovinazzi. Let's see. 21.1 is the time to beat, to try and have a chance against Leclerc. 20.9, yep, he's closing, so Leclerc, he's not making this overcut work, but that's fine. He's gonna have better tire at the end, and he's gonna be able to push a little bit more than Giovinazzi, which is of course something that he may look forward to. So although he's losing time, maybe he's not able to catch track position in this overcut attempt, but of course he's gonna be able to try and push even more in the second and last part of the race. As for lap times in qualifying, I think they were like on the 12, like 1.12, I think. I can't remember really, but yeah, they are faster usually than the race pace, so it's quite realistic on that side. Can't say anything about that. So Leclerc is also out of battery, and as we said, Giovinazzi has a big advantage on that side. But now it's finally pit time for Leclerc, so last stint, soft tires, and now the battle is on. Final lap on this set of mediums for Leclerc. Let's see what's gonna happen on the next final battle. Boy, this is actually kind of exciting, I have to say. So 21.5, yeah, I'm pretty sure Giovinazzi is ahead quite easily at this point. But the real question is, will Leclerc be able to actually use the better tire to actually push a little bit more and then get overtaken on? One thing I'm gonna do, though, is let Giovinazzi use his battery now, just to be sure to get a little bit of a gap once Leclerc pits, so he doesn't have to possibly fight him on pit exit. Let's see, Leclerc going through the last sector now. Easy into the pit lane. And now, last pit stop for Charles Leclerc, and then it's gonna be a straight battle from now all the way through the end. There we go. Stop tires ready. 2.8, normal stop. And I'm pretty sure Giovinazzi is ahead quite easily. Let's see, pit limiter, it's gonna get removed right now. Actually, wait a minute, is he actually ahead? Is he actually ahead? Wait a minute. Did the overcut work? Wait a minute, did it work? Holy shit, I think it did. It's gonna be close. Always ahead. The McLaren played once again a role in this. So once again, blue flags getting the work done, but this was much closer than I thought it would be. And I think the battery actually saved Giovinazzi's chances of staying ahead. So now I'm gonna let him burn the battery as much as he would like. And then once Giovinazzi is out of battery, I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna disturb them. I'm gonna let them fight. So boy, this is a close race. Pretty sure if someone is watching this like if it was an actual Formula 1 race, people would be like actually enjoying this one more than usual. Like it's quite an exciting Monaco Grand Prix, really, more than I would expect. So cool stuff. Now of course Giovinazzi going faster because he has the battery on. Then we got another issue for Vesti. So yeah, he decided to fuck a little bit with Leclerc and then get up an issue with the car. So 2 seconds, Leclerc is still eating up the tires. But now, as Giovinazzi finally finishes his ERS, the battle can resume. With Giovinazzi going 1:12.4, that's one hell of a lap if you ask me. And now, can Leclerc close by the 2.4 seconds gap and then try and attack Giovinazzi? Or will he accept a P2 in his home Grand Prix? Well, that's the situation. That's the situation we got, and completely honest, I'm digging it. I'm absolutely digging this situation. Absolutely fantastic stuff. Or as Jim Hunt would say, it's terrific stuff here. 2.0, yep, Leclerc gaining back. Now there are some blue flags ahead. I think it's like Maini, maybe. Nope, is it Maini? No, it's not. It's Hauger, likely. No, it's not Hauger. Is it Gasly? Yep, we're closing to Gasly now. So he will have the blue flags quite soon. There we are. Right up. So yeah, Giovinazzi now praying with all he has that he can actually finish ahead of Leclerc here. Leclerc knows it's not gonna be easy. And he knows that probably Giovinazzi is gonna give it everything to try and win this race. But that's the situation we're in. That's the situation, and I don't feel like giving team orders once again. I feel like whoever fights the most wins. So, good luck. Just don't crash into each other, please. Because if you do, somehow Alonso win this race. I mean, I think he does. So they still have to pit. I think he does. Yeah, okay, maybe Hamilton wins the race if they fuck up, but hopefully they don't. I'm quite sure they are mature enough to not crash into each other. Hopefully. Anyway, down into the swimming pool chicane. The gap is getting very close now. And Giovinazzi looking at his mirror, seeing Leclerc getting closer and closer and closer. Boy, this is gonna be quite a finish. Let's see, into the Rascas. Now, Gasly should have blue flags and should let Giovinazzi past. He moves to the side and let him by. Leclerc should get us past as well. But as for his usual lucky... Fucking hell, that was an overtake and a half. Well, yeah, he's not fucking around. Leclerc is a man on a mission, I have to say. That's a way to finish this race, I guess. So 1.3, we are back, lads. Leclerc versus Giovinazzi, round 2. Who's gonna win this time? So there's the McLaren off, I think Norris this time. Yes, who's getting lapped, which is well, something. But yeah, the battle rages on, and Leclerc is on the verge of DRS, and I'm pretty sure he's gonna have it this time around, very likely. And if it does, it's gonna be quite marginal. Let's see if he does. Yes, he's into the DRS zone. Now, last corner. I feel like Giovinazzi may... No, he doesn't have DRS from Norris. But now this part is getting crazy. Right, so Giovinazzi should still have the McLaren of Norris between him and Leclerc to try and, you know, get the blue flags and avoid getting overtaken. But Leclerc is looking very aggressive. Absolutely trying everything he has to try and get past Giovinazzi, and I'm absolutely sure he's not gonna let him have an easy life this time in this stint. So, onto the hairpin, once again, very close to each other. It's getting a little bit cloudy here in Monaco, so maybe a little bit colder as the temperature drops, but other than that, we'll see what happens. Into the swimming pool chicane, I feel like Norris should get the blue flags soon enough, so, you know, the battle for the lead, you shouldn't really interfere with that. So moves a little bit out of the way, but thinks better of it, and probably will move out of the way later on. Probably before Raskas, but don't really know. Let's see. Nope, he's still waiting. This could be the chance Leclerc was waiting for, because Norris is not moving out of the way. So let's see, DRS open for both of them. Norris now moves out of the way. And now they are both through, but Leclerc loses another chance for an attack. There are a lot of laps left to go, so if Giovinazzi wants to win, he really has to try and hold really tight, because I'm pretty sure this is gonna be quite difficult for him. Anyway, as for rain, let me just check real quick, but I'm pretty sure we are fine. Yep, no rain expected. So although rain jumpscare would be absolutely funny, I don't think we're gonna see rain. And usually the weather forecast is quite accurate, so yeah, no surprises here. But now, through this corner, towards the tunnel, and Leclerc is still keeping very close to our friend Giovinazzi. And before the next blue flags, he's gonna stay close. Really, really close. 0.5, which is gonna become probably 0.4 quite soon. Actually, no, I think it got a little bit bigger through this section, which would make sense, really. Giovinazzi asking for the tight temps, but now Leclerc getting close, really close and really aggressive. Through the Raskas, DRS gets open, he is close indeed. Will he try and go for it this time around? Oh, he's close, but once again, not the way through. Will he try the usual overtake we see here? Having a look, but once again, no luck. I feel like Giovinazzi could actually make it. Let me see just one thing real quick. Right, yeah, confidence is getting a little bit lower. Giovinazzi is absolutely flying right now. As for confidence, which is kind of fucking amazing if you ask me. So yeah, Leclerc is gonna try everything he knows to try and get past Giovinazzi. You know, I kinda dig a Giovinazzi victory in Monaco. Like, he never won in Formula 1, neither in my career, so actually seeing win a race would be fantastic in my opinion. So let's see if he can actually make it. If he can do it, I'm gonna be absolutely happy. Through the Raskas, Leclerc still keeping as close as he possibly can. He's gonna probably have another look on the inside, let's see. Yes, very close, but once again, no way through. No way through for him. Once again, here is another place where he can have a look. And once again, no way through because Giovinazzi doesn't allow him to. Venice Grand Prix when? Well, when we dry up Venice, I guess. There's also the battery, which is getting charged quite a lot, so we could get them onto overtake soon enough. But once again, I don't really want to interfere with this battle. I just want to see who can actually manage to do the overtake if he can. So it's gonna be difficult, it's gonna be hard racing, but it's gonna be the fairest I can get them. Hopefully. Also, Maini has a mechanical issue. And I was answering one thing on WhatsApp. real quick. Ooh, Leclerc lost a little bit of time there, I think. But he's getting once again close. Having another look, but as we've seen so far, no way through into turn 1 if they keep going like this. And Leclerc doesn't, of course, like this too much. Nope, it absolutely doesn't. Man, I actually feel a little bit bad for Leclerc. But, you know, I feel like he can do it. If only he could use overtake. Like, if only I could, you know, get him some more energy. That would probably help him. Oh man, if only there was a way to actually give him some energy. Don't know which one it is. Right, let's go like this. We wait for Tsunoda to get out of the way. Then we go overtake with both cars and see which has the better. So, let's wait for Tsunoda to get out of the way. Reading better than Ferrari. I don't know, maybe. I mean, still a pretty shit situation for him. But you've seen worse, so... I mean, he's won every single race up to now, so he can't really complain too much. The only thing I'm worried is that this thing goes down a little bit too much, which hopefully doesn't. But you never know. So, if Tsunoda gets out of the way, please, we would love to push maybe a little bit. Tsunoda, please, move out of the fucking way if you like. I don't know how to tell you this, but you are in the way. Thank you. Now, as expected, now we go push with both drivers and see what happens. Will this change things up? Will this help Leclerc? Or will things stay the same? Probably will do stay the same because they're both pushing it the same way. So I don't expect really anything to happen. As we usually say, nothing ever happens, but who knows? Maybe can have a little bit better luck, Leclerc. No, as you can see, they're both pushing like hell. Leclerc usually having the usual little look around that corner, but once again not working. But this time he had a little bit of a better look into this one. But once again, Giovinazzi defends quite well. And now they get another blue flags, which is the Mercedes of, I think, Bottas. Yep, it's Bottas, confident by our engineer Giampiero Lambiase. Almost took the record line, yep. I mean, technically, you get overtake down with that line. Technically. Will Leclerc be able to get through Bottas? Yes, he is. He's not letting him by. Still pushing with everything they have. Of course Piero would do that, of course. Just in case it rains, you know? You never know. Now let them race. Let them race. No more ERS for Leclerc. And he's still having a little bit of a look. Actually, let's keep him pushing. This is funnier, in my opinion. To keep him on the limit of how much battery they can use. Yeah, I mean, that's also true. Yeah, let's keep them pushing a little bit more. Just a little, not too much. Also, just noticed Alonso is still on the podium. Wait, is he actually pitted? No, he's still not pitting. I'm thinking that Alonso is trying to go to the end with those tires, which is, well, something. So, we're out of ERS. So we're gonna be quite slower, and maybe it's better if I tell them both to actually go back into neutral and possibly recharge the battery. Thank you. And I feel like from this point onwards to the end, we're gonna see once again a straight battle between these two. Leclerc always having a look on that corner and always not having a chance to get through. Always having a look there as well, but once again, difficult place to overtake. Giovinazzi having the race of his life. The absolute irony if Leclerc managed to win every single race in this season except the Monaco Grand Prix. Would be kinda ironic, but could still happen. Very tempted to boot this game. I mean, it has some issues, I'm gonna be honest, but to be honest, I'm having fun. I always enjoy this game, so it's a point of view thing, let's say. Like, I know it has some problems, but I still enjoy it despite the problems, so it's about that. We'll have a look into turn 1 once again. I surely hope he does. And once again, no way through. And the laps are ticking down for Leclerc. Are ticking down fast. And if he wants to win this race, he has to find a way through his teammate. But he's defending like absolute hell. And they're getting towards other blue flags, so maybe this could be a chance for Leclerc. Maybe. Just maybe. Or maybe it's not gonna be. Maybe it's not meant to be. Who knows? Absolutely stellar stuff. Terrific stuff here in Monaco. Welcome to bottom gear, mates. Right, so into the braking zone here. Leclerc once again, 5 tenths, so I'm pretty sure it's not gonna be enough once again. Could try to spice things up and give Leclerc some overtakes while I don't to Giovinazzi, but that wouldn't be fair. Also Norris having a mechanical issue, completely. Leclerc absolutely fuming over the radio, which is completely fair to be honest. What's bottom gear in Italian? I mean, top gear usually means like marcia più alta. Like, what the fuck am I saying? And top gear means top gear, like the top gear. So in Italian would be like marcia più alta, marcia alta, something like this. So bottom gear would be like marcia più bassa, marcia da fondo. So yeah, I mean, bottom gear would be like that probably in Italian. Also, funnily enough, we had Top Gear in Italy, like the Italian version, which was funny enough because he had like one of the most stupid casts I've ever seen, which was Guido Meda, which is the Italian MotoGP commentator, which is, trust me, a very nice person to hear. But at the same time, we also had one of the master chefs for some reason, and another guy, so yeah, it was quite an interesting cast. I don't know why the master chef guy was there, but still, it was nice to see. Oh, 3 tenths, that's as close as Leclerc has ever been, but it becomes 9 tenths once again, so yeah, he's not gonna get through. Yeah, not easily. Will the blue flags do something now? Because, you know, they're gonna get them. They're gonna get them here. Leclerc, please be patient. I mean, I know you don't want to be patient because of the situation, but please be patient. I could tell Leclerc to go high risk with overtakes, but that'd be fucking crazy, I think. That wouldn't probably end as well as I think it would. Probably would end up in tears, most likely. I think the Alpine is getting out of the way. Nope, it's fucking not, of course it's not. So Giovinazzi will have to bear the Alpine a little bit longer, while Leclerc gets a little bit closer. Alpine, please, you got blue flags, you should get out of the fucking way. If possible, thank you. Let's see now, through this last corner, the Rascas, Giovinazzi trying to overtake, but of course the Alpine decides that he doesn't want to have any of it. And Leclerc, although he's closer, doesn't have the DRS advantage since they both have it. So it's gonna be, once again, back to square one for Leclerc. Piero trying to make sense of a strategy that doesn't make sense. Piero, we're going to the end. There's nothing you can do about it, sorry. For once, all I can say is get fucked, Piero. Let's see, can Giovinazzi defend once again? Or will he have to wait and see? 6 tenths, 10 laps to go. The battle is still on. Double stack for soft software. I don't even think we have more, viable soft tires. Like, most of them are used from qualifying, so I wouldn't really use them if possible. I mean, if I could pit Leclerc to get the fastest lap with him, but that wouldn't make sense. Yeah, of course we get the option to pit Leclerc near the end of the race just to get the fastest lap. But you get the point, that would be a little bit silly, let's say. Once again, Leclerc very close. But once again, I don't think he's gonna be able to find a way through. Yep. Very stern defense from Giovinazzi, that's all I can say. But yeah, that's Monaco. How to overtake, that's all there is. Oh boy, that's a big gaggle of car, the one I had. So yep, we're gonna get another blue flag hell once again. How much we're gonna lap? Like, we lapped Norris, we lapped Bottas, I think. I think Russell is gonna be the only car we didn't actually lap, maybe. Yeah, I think from Russell to Giovinazzi are the only non-lapped cars, so quite a dominant show for us, I guess. The choo-choo train. Yep. The absolute state of this race. The absolute shot message from Giovinazzi, which his tires are still good. Leclerc once again trying everything he has and still not finding a way through. Close enough, welcome back here, not really, yeah, pretty much. The truly train is back. I got pinged on the Lightroom server. Easy victory. Yeah, I mean, yes it is, but not for the driver we were expecting, really. I mean, we were expecting a victory for our team, but we weren't expecting a victory for possibly Giovinazzi, so here we are. Somehow we ended up in this situation, and Giovinazzi could actually win this race. Of course, once we get through this hell of a traffic, which is made of every single car on track. Like, Jesus Christ, that's a lot of cars. Like, who the hell are they? That's, I think, Joe? Is it Piastri? I think it's Piastri. Yep, it's Piastri. Like, it's Piastri, then Ocon, then Maloney, I think. Yeah, it's hell. Oh wait, no, that's not Piastri, that's Joe, actually. Yep. So, yep, that's Joe, that's everyone else. I don't think Leclerc is gonna get the chance to actually get through Giovinazzi. He's gonna try, surely, but I don't think he's got it. Maybe with traffic he could find something. Maybe. Once again, the Alpine getting a little bit in the way. Just a tiny bit, nothing too serious, I guess. Should get out of the way now, possibly. Yes, he does. So, 1 through, 2 through, everyone is through. Now, next car is a Haas, I think it's Ricciardo. Should be Ricciardo, yep. Moves out of the way, then thinks bad of it. Of course he does. Through the fast section. Now, in the Rascas, if this game works as I think, Giovinazzi is gonna get held quite badly. Leclerc has a little bit of a chance, but he gets held even worse than, of course, Giovinazzi, and loses a heap of time. So thanks to the Haas, we got a big gap now between the two, and that could mark the end of the charge of Leclerc. So yep, I guess the traffic is doing his thing, although not in the way we all wanted to see. And now Giovinazzi gets into the back. Oh, ooh. Oh. Oh well. That's unexpected. That's that is not what I was expecting. So Esteban Ocon and Oscar Piastri decides to absolutely destroy themselves at the end of the race. And with 4 laps to go, I have to wonder, will we actually have a restart of the race? I am a little bit afraid, because I think we could actually have a restart. I think we do. I think we do, and we have a little bit of an issue. Because now, as you can see, we don't have soft tires we can use. Like, I would love to use these, but we can't. So thank you, Piero, for, of course, absolutely fucking ruining us once again. But we gotta go for mediums, and hope we don't get mugged from the start. So, yep, we could try and keep Leclerc on the softs, but that would make sense. So I guess we gotta go for the mediums, and absolutely both for the end of the race. So if we lose the race in the last 4 laps, then I'm gonna absolutely fucking kill myself, but that's okay. So race restart. We go. Also, I think we were okay with fuel, were we? Of course, everyone is on fresh softs, so this is gonna be absolutely fucking brutal for us. But this time, no more tire saving, no more fuel saving, of course, and also please use all the battery. Fuck off, Piero. I already made my decision. So here we go. Start. Leclerc he knows this is his only occasion he has. So he tries to go around the outside, but he doesn't get the space and doesn't get the maneuver done. So now through the hill, once again they run away. Very fast start with both the battery and everything. And we got another yellow flag. Tsunoda, I think, crashed. Yep, I think it's a crash for Tsunoda. More cars actually involved. Let's see what happened behind. So yeah, all the crashes we didn't have through this race happening right now. It's Tsunoda, and I think it's Bottas. Yes, it is. Having contact, oof, but nothing too serious. Otherwise it would have been another red flag. And yeah, I think it's Tsunoda is out of the game for the points battle. So back to us. Let's not push the engine too much actually, because I don't really want to have too much engine wear. Especially this season, which is a little bit of an issue because our car is not too good with engine cooling. But now, back on equal terms, and let's see if Giovinazzi can survive these last few laps. Surely we are able to pull away from Hamilton, which is absolutely nice. Bottas gets the penalty for whatever reason. And now, it's a sprint race here in Monaco somehow. And once again the question remains the same, of course, who's gonna win? The battle resumes. Leclerc had his chance into turn 1, but didn't manage actually to do it. And with 3 laps to go, we're gonna keep on pushing. I'm not gonna tell him to hold back at this point. We're gonna burn these mediums as much as possible. Of course, Tsunoda has damage. I think I've noticed that. Thank you. And I'm pretty sure he's falling away. So yep. Also, Mick Schumacher could get into the points, which is a first, I think. I'm pretty sure he didn't have any points up to this point. Actually, he should be able to, because Bottas has a penalty, so whatever happens, he should be fine. But let's see. Giovinazzi pushing like hell. Tires getting a little bit heated. But let's see. 3 laps to go. Next up is gonna be the penultimate lap of this race. And Giovinazzi is doing absolutely everything he can to try and win this. So let's see. Through the S section, through the swimming pool, through the Rascas now, to start the penultimate lap of this race. So let's see, DRS still open for Leclerc, both using overtake as much as they can, possibly. Now through the first corner, Leclerc and Giovinazzi still close together, 2 tenths behind them. Up the hill, let's see, Leclerc is trying to have a look. Oh boy, this was quite a decisive move, but didn't manage to go through. And now, there's just 1 lap left to go for both of them. One last chance for Leclerc to get the overtake done. Meanwhile, Vesti has a mechanical fault once again. But let's see. Through the tunnel. Battery using all the energy they have to get them through. Gap to Hamilton 1.2, actually 2 seconds now. Let's see, through the swimming pool chicane. Through the 3rd sector now for both drivers. Leclerc is looking a little bit far away, maybe he's trying to take a little bit of a gap to try and make the overtake into this last few sectors. Let's see, through the Raskas, 0.5 usually not enough to make an overtake. DRS gets open, both onto the battery and getting out of battery probably. Yep, Leclerc is out of battery. Now a little bit of recharge, and now through the uphill. Will Leclerc be able to do something here? This is probably his last chance. He is not. He is not, so I think that's gonna be it probably. Or Leclerc tries to do another unorthodox overtake somewhere, or I think this is pretty much it. I'm pretty sure there's no other place. Probably the swimming pool chicane, but I don't think it's gonna be close enough. So all I can say, Giovinazzi made a brilliant defensive work this race. And yep, 0.9, that's not enough to try and overtake. So with this, I'm pretty sure we can confirm. Through the swimming pool, and now through Sector 3, he fought as much as he possibly could throughout this whole race against an opponent who was massively faster than him, but managed to defend as well as he could. And now, through the last sector, for the first time in Formula 1 in his career, Giovinazzi, through the Raskas, completes his dream and wins the Monaco Grand Prix, becoming even more closer to the Triple Crown than Leclerc. I mean, not now, of course, in real life, but still, with Le Mans, with Monaco, all he needs to win now is the 500 miles of Indianapolis. So, fantastic work, first win for Giovinazzi. Let's actually enjoy this.
Non è qui per partecipare, è qui per vincere.
Fantastic, absolutely fantastic, and quite unexpected to be completely honest, but great job, absolutely great job.
Ho la sensazione che si parlerà a lungo di questa gara, è sicuro.
That's the checkered flag. Two. Good job, guys. Thank you.
Yeah, like a bit disappointed of course, but he's gonna make up in the next race surely. Also he won up to now, so I'm pretty sure he's fine with this. Probably not as much as would like, but still, Pichu is still a good place to finish his race.
Stato di grazie anche per Charles Leclerc, che raccoglie un risultato splendido. Podio deve essere motivo di orgoglio per il team. Grande strategia e perfetta esecuzione. Si vedono spesso scene del
Of course, Piero. Piero, fucking Leclerc won every single race up to now. I mean, he can lose one. Even just one. So don't worry about it too much. We're gonna come close. We're gonna go back stronger in the next race. And let's be honest, Giovinazzi deserves at least one win. And to win in Monaco probably is the most magical thing he could do, really. So happy for him.
da Monaco grazie a tutti coloro che ci hanno seguito in questo weekend.
Yep, also, Charles can drive the car home. Literally, he lives here, so he can do that. So, yep. Mission complete, lads. So we'll see up in the next Grand Prix. We should be actually the British one. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure we'll see each other in Silverstone after this race and see if Leclerc can actually get his revenge on Giovinazzi, or we'll have a little bit of difficulties. But as you can see, still top of the leaderboard, not too much issues. And on the constructor we are doing pretty fucking nice. So yep. With this being said, I cannot pull the this race was shit screen because this race was actually quite intense. And that being said, I'm pretty sure we can actually say goodbye to everyone and say everyone good night. So see you next time around. Bye bye.